China, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, and Thailand. Different countries, different languages, different ways of saying the word. This is where we all met as complete strangers. None of us knew what to expect. We came from different classrooms, different cities, different lives. We smiled without knowing what to say. We nodded even when we didn't quite understand the words. We searched for common ground in the little things, a shared laugh, a familiar gesture, a food we both happened to love. It was awkward, it was uncertain, but somehow that hesitant beginning was the first step toward something none of us could yet imagine. Days passed, then weeks. The same faces we once hesitated to approach became the faces we looked forward to seeing every day. Shared meals turned into shared stories. Late-night conversations turned into inside jokes only we understood. We studied together, struggled together, celebrated small victories together. We learned each other's habits, who liked their coffee strong, who was always 5 minutes late, who laughed the loudest at the worst jokes. Without realizing it, we had stopped introducing ourselves and started simply being together. This is what everyday exchange really looks like. Not a curriculum, not a checklist of activities, just life shared one ordinary day at a time. And in those ordinary days, something extraordinary was quietly taking shape. But the closer we got, the more we noticed how different we truly were. The way we spoke, direct or indirect, loud or quiet, the way we thought, some of us planned everything, others let things unfold, the way we shared care or disagreement or joy, sometimes with words, sometimes with silence. At first, these differences confused us. Sometimes these differences even created distance. They were misunderstandings. They were moments we had to pause and ask, did I get that wrong? But we learned something important along the way. Difference is not something to overcome. Every question we ask each other, why do you do it that way? What does this mean in your culture? How would you see this differently than I do? Became a small act of respect. We didn't become the same. We became people who understood each other precisely because we were different. Thus, we came to realize is the real heart of this program. Not sameness, but understanding. Not erasing our differences, but learning to see them as a bridge, not a wall. And then we traveled together. Streets we'd never walked before, landmarks we'd only ever seen in photographs or textbooks. Now we stood in front of them, side by side. We got lost together and found our way together. Different countries had shaped us differently. Different stories had given us different eyes to see the world with. But in that moment, standing in front of a mountain, a temple, a skyline, we were looking at the same view, feeling the same wonder, sharing the same silence that comes when something is simply beautiful. Friendship, we came to realize, isn't about being from the same place. It's about choosing to see the world together, even and especially when we come from entirely different worlds. Knowing our differences, understanding each other, growing together. This is the youth that Campus Asia creates. Not separate stories from separate countries, but one story written together. Your story, the one only you can tell, starts here.